According to the Kakebo method, you must ask yourself the following question before purchasing any non-essential items or the things you buy on impulse but might not necessarily need. Can I live without this item? Based on my financial situation, can I afford it? Will I actually use it? Do I have the space for it? How did I come across it in the first place? Did I see it in a magazine? Did I come across it after wandering into a gift shop out of boredom? What is my emotional state in general today? Calm, stressed, celebratory, feeling bad about myself? How do I feel about buying? Happy, excited, indifferent, and how long will this feeling last? In 2023, I made the decision to quit my job at a pharmaceutical company and started working as a freelance consultant. Although I enjoyed my work and I had a great social life, I was craving something new and different. During that time, I was living with my roommate who was from Japan. After living with her for 6 months, I became fascinated by how small details, mindfulness, and incremental changes were given more emphasis in Japanese daily life. It was unlike anything I had ever experienced, and it encouraged me to slow down and make some lifestyle improvements, specifically in my frivolous and impulsive spending habits. She explained the concept of a Japanese budgeting method called Kakebo, and I was intrigued. I decided to give it a try. Kakebo was invented in 1904 by a woman named Hani Motoko, notable for being Japan's first female journalist. It's a simple, no-frills approach to managing your finances. A potential trap of some modern-day budgeting systems is to create many fine-grained categories, believing they will increase accuracy. There's a category for groceries, one for restaurants, one for repairs, gas, clothes, books, and so on. However, the end result of this approach is unnecessary confusion that obscures your spending mindset. Some people don't struggle with overspending and can live a satisfying life with just essentials. I was never one of those people. Instead, I had a habit of shopping when I felt bored, stressed, or unhappy about something. I also shopped when I was in a good or a celebratory mood, with a tendency to go beyond my means. As many people would agree, changing bad financial habits isn't easy to do, partly because our spending habits are deeply cemented into our daily routine. And the act of spending also includes an emotional aspect that is difficult to detach from. Luckily, for the past 116 years, Kakebo has been effective in helping people make smarter financial decisions. No technology, just a notebook and a pen. Like all budgeting systems, the idea behind Kakebo is to help you understand your relationship with money by keeping a ledger of everything that is incoming and outgoing. What sets Kakebo apart, however, is that it doesn't involve any budgeting software, apps, or Excel sheets. Similar to bullet journaling, it emphasizes the importance of physically writing things down as a meditative way to process and observe your spending habits. Research has proven again and again the numerous benefits of writing by hand. It can help you make positive changes by encouraging you to be more present and aware, while also acknowledging the triggers behind your bad habits. While Kakebo was effective in helping me stay on top of my finances, what it really did, something those other systems I tried in the past never did, was force me to think about my purchases and what motivated me to buy them. In other words, I was finally able to conquer my fear of being completely honest about my needs and wants. As a result, I got better at making faster, smarter, and more logical decisions about whether to spend money on a particular item. The acts of mindful spending and saving are very much interlinked, and the small changes I have made using the Kakebo method have had a cumulative effect on my bank account. It's important to note that Kakebo isn't designed to cut all joy out of your life. If you're feeling glum about something, the flowers are a fairly inexpensive way to cheer yourself up. Rather than requiring you to do anything drastic, the goal is to change your bad habits through mindfulness and incremental changes. How to spend more mindfully in order to see significant results in your savings. It is important to stay committed to asking the right questions before making any non-essential purchases. Here are some simple Kakebo-themed strategies to ensure that you spend more mindfully. Number 1. Leave the item for 24 hours. This highlights whether you genuinely want or need it. If you're still thinking about the item the next day and can afford it, then make the purchase. You'll feel a greater sense of satisfaction about your decision. Number 2. Don't let the blowout sales tempt you. I used to be a sucker for big sales and offers, but that often meant spending money on items I knew I wouldn't use. So, for each item that you have in your basket during a sale, ask yourself whether you would buy it if it were full price. Number 3, check your bank balance regularly. I know it's a scary habit to try at first, but does wonders. Checking your balance will help you feel more in control of your finances because it brings into focus how much money you have to spend. Now, the first thing I do every morning is check my balance. Number 4, spend in cash. Physically handing over cash rather than just mindlessly swiping your card makes you more conscious of what you're spending, and you will find it easier to budget. Try taking out a set amount of cash to use for the week and only spending what you have. Number 5, put reminders in your wallet. My roommate came up with this brilliant idea of attaching a sticker to her credit card that bluntly says, "Do you really need this?" Anything that prompts you to take a step back before making a purchase will help you make smarter decisions. Number 6, change the environment that cause you to spend. If you find yourself frequently spending money after clicking on marketing emails, seeing Instagram influencers promote certain brands, take action. Consider unsubscribing from those emails or unfollowing those influencers. Similarly, if you tend to shop for clothes or makeup when you have free time, try replacing that activity with something else. For example, going for a walk in the park. This way, you can break the habit of impulse spending and focus on activities that are more fulfilling or enjoyable. I still occasionally treat myself with non-essentials. This is fine and even encouraged. Remember, Kakebo is about using mindfulness to cut out purchases that might only give you a temporary boost of happiness. The acts of mindful spending and saving are very much interlinked, and the small changes I have made using Kakebo have had a cumulative effect on my bank account. My savings are growing at a faster rate than I ever imagined possible. More importantly, I'm making wiser decisions about how to invest that money for things that really matter. Whether you reached your savings goals or not, it's okay. There's no need to feel bad about it. Your finances aren't like a game where you win or lose. They're definitely not a competition. Instead, think of your ledger as a tool to collect information about your spending habits. The mistakes you make are just lessons to help you make better choices next time. Looking at your ledger can help you answer some important questions. Are you spending money on things that really matter to you? Are there areas where you could save more? This can actually make you feel more confident and relaxed about your finances and can motivate you to keep working toward your goals. Now, if you consider managing time as equally important as managing paychecks, do check out my previous video in which I explain the process of saving 2 hours every day through 8 simple steps.